Necromancer's Assistant, 3 mana for a 3/1. Alright, sure. When Necromancer's Assistant enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. So this works well with anything that interacts with your graveyard, which is not very much in this set.
Nope.
It goes well with that reanimate thing, Endless Obedience, because then you like play this and you can use it for Convoke. But other than that, I'm not a fan.
Nope. No.
Yeah, I'd have played this in that green-black deck, and there was black draft.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, where are we at now? Our stockpile guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 mana enchantment here. Pay 2 mana, discard a card. Has to be a creature though, for you to get some good out of it. Draw a card. If the discarded card was a zombie card though, you get to put a zombie onto the battlefield. 2/2 guy.
Yeah, so
it basically just generates stuff.
Pseudo looting.
Yeah.
Like you can pitch a card to draw a card, so you can like get rid of your lands. But I mean, like obviously, if you pitch a creature it has to be a zombie.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it's basically saying if you're playing a zombie deck, which you're not really gonna be doing.
Yeah.
In.
Hey now, don't be mean to Necromancer's Assistant.
And we forgot too. We've also got our Gravedigger. Him and his buddy.
He's a zombie.
There's a few zombies in this deck.
Dude, Gravedigger's actually really good with this card.
Yep.
Make some zombies. No.
Nothing's good with this card.
Next one, we got Nightfire Giant. It's a 5-drop 4/3, and it gains a 1/1 if you control a mountain.
Yeah.
So, black-red, I guess they want Rakdos to be a thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. Is it playable? Yes. Is it something I'm going to go after? Unless I've really seen some really killer red cards. And I'm
Yeah, if you're in
this.
red-black, you're going to this. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's not absurd.
Nope.
The ability is fine, like 5 mana for 2 damage to our creature player. Yeah.
Alright, we gotta speed up because we're.
Nixless? Yeah, I'm Nixless.
he's gearing up, getting ready for them to reprint fetch lands. That's what he's doing.
He's unshackled this time. You get ready. The shackles are coming off. He's a 4-mana flying traveler for 6. Or sorry, a 4/4 flying traveler for 6 mana. Whenever opponent searches their library, that player sacrifices a creature and loses 10 life. That's a lot. Whenever the creature dies, put a +1 counter in the sky.
Yep.
Just take him in limited. He's a big flyer for 6 mana.
Yep.
With flying and trample.
Just play it.
He's pretty good.
A.
Pretty good.
On.
Moving on, we've got our black. So, pumping up the black guys. They all get +1/+1. Pay 3 mana and tap it. Another target black creature you control gains Death Touch until the end of turn.
Ooh, I like that.
Touch? Yeah.
I love Death Touch.
Touch is a sweet ability.
So this is the one that gives guys Death Touch. Alright, this is like a B+.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Rotfester Maggot. 5-drop 3/5. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature card from a graveyard, and you gain a life equal to that creature card's toughness.
So he combos really well with your Necromancer stockpile.
Or if you just happen to kill off a soul or something like that, and you can actually get, you know.
You should catch him tapped out.
Yeah.
I don't think I care about the interactions with Mythics though.
I don't.
That's not something that
It's still not a bad card. It's playable.
Card that much anyway.
It's fine. It's got pretty high toughness.
Yep.
So, even if you gotta like put it in a 1 or something. Shadowcloak Vampire is a 4/3 for 5. Pay 2 life. Shadowcloak Vampire gains flying until end of turn. I mean, if it was just a 4/5 for 5, I'd be like all over this. But it's not, and you have to pay a life to do it, which is still fine. But it's not like you infinitely get a flyer anymore.
No.
And it is gonna hurt you. So I think this is like a C+.
Yep.
You guys agree?
I'm completely with you. Sign in Blood. Oh, go ahead, Naaman. Sorry.
Jeez, Pat.
No, Pat.
No,
take your time.
Go ahead.
Your time.
Go ahead,
Just
Naaman.
slow us down, why don't ya?
Talk about that Sign in Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay 2 life. Draw 2 cards. Cost 2 mana.
Yep.
It's like a standard player. It was really big in 13. So
yep.
This card's very good. 2 life is not a very high amount for 2 cards.
Nope. All right. The next
Another-
Soul of Innistrad. Death Touch 6/6 for 6. Like it. Return up to 3 target creatures. Creature cards from your graveyard to your hand for 6 or 5. Is it 5?
It's fine.
Yep, for 5, which is pretty awesome. And you can exile it if it is in your graveyard and still return up to 3.
It's an A. You'll play this in limited.
Yes, this is an automatic
Just-
A.
Yeah, it's like high value. It's a big guy. Stab Wound also.
Love
If you're playing
Step.
black and you don't have this in your deck, you're doing it wrong. This card's so good. I don't know, like, anyone who played RTR Limited will tell you that Stab Wound is just, like, this really obnoxious removal spell that just turns your guy into a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't die, and it just kills them. I've died to this card way too many times. It's infuriating.
Yep.
So, take this super high. I first picked this, like, probably 6 or 7 times, and been, like, super happy about it. So, Stab Wound's a very good card. This is like, it's like a B+. Well, maybe, no, we'll just go B. Yeah.
Yeah. B.
Yeah, it's just one of those cards that you can't get rid of, and
Yeah. It's such a pain.
At least with this set, it seems like you have a decent amount of sack outlets. That if they put this on there, you can at least sack your card to it, hopefully.
So it's like you 2-for-1 yourself.
Yeah, you have to 2-for-1 yourself at that point.
Yeah, it's not good
No.
for you.
So go ahead, Nan.
All right, Stain the Mind. We've got another Convoke card here. Costs 5 normally, but can reduce that cost. But name a non-land card, search target player's graveyard, hand, and library for any card, any number of cards with that name, and you basically get to get rid of them, exile them, and then they
Slaughter
shuffle their
game.
life.
It's Slaughter Games with Convoke.
Yeah.
So it says Slaughter Games for 4. It's now...
Do not play this in limited.
No, it is
Ever.
not a limited
No,
card.
it's not a
Do
limited
not,
card, but
uh,
oh my god, will I be sideboarding this in Standard.
It's gonna
Yeah,
have
in like
some-
the mono black
gonna have
aggro deck.
Oh yeah,
That's
mono
okay.
black aggro or mono black something.
Mhm.
No, just aggro.
Or hell, I'll do it
ooh.
in Esper too. Sideboard that sucker in Esper.
Oh.
Elizabeth
don't really
tokens.
have- Yeah, but that's
No.
so late, and you don't really have any other creatures that you.
It's so bad.
You'll see me. You'll see it. It'll
Moving
happen.
on.
We'll see. All right. Anyway, back to the
All right, typhoid rats.
limited.
Yes, typhoid rats are back.
It's Farrakhan's
Rats.
chosen.
It's Rika's
Yeah, there
chosen,
you go.
but it's rats.
Yep. Also,
Ah.
right. All right. This is, I think, probably the best removal spell in this set. It's really good. You ever cast Lightning Bolt in black? Okay, it's not even Lightning Bolt. Never mind. It's like a B+. It's still a good spell though.
Yep.
I think if the life loss really ends up mattering, obviously it's gonna get worse. But if the format's slow enough, which I think it probably will be,
Yeah.
where the life loss isn't like just super bad for you,
Yep.
I think this card's just really good.
Yeah, it's they're already talking about this playing in Standard, so
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you name in? You're on the same page?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Good shit.
B plus.
Yep.
B?
B
Matter.
plus.
B,
Yep.
B.
All right, go
unmake
ahead, Nan.
the graves here. Cost 5. Another Convoke here. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand.
Not a bad thing.
Does she look like a tent to anyone else? Like her.
She's got a big dress. She's got a big dress. She's got a poofy dress.
It's true.
Well, and it's also there's like a grave right in front of it that it kind of makes it seem bigger than it might actually be.
I think there's also like the torture beside it, and it just makes it look like someone's got a flashlight inside the tent.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
walls.
So Convoke.
All right. Wall of Limbs,
What is
Defender.
this? Oh,
Whenever
this
you
card's
gain
fine.
life, put a 1/1 counter on Wall of Limbs. Sacrifice Wall of Limbs. Target player loses X life, where X is a number is the power of Wall of Limbs.
It's great that
Play
you know,
Slender with
a
this?
Johnny deck, and you got this wall and the other wall that you block and gain life. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
All right, moving on.
You have all the walls and all the life gain cards.
Moving
This
on.
card's sweet.
Brandon,
Yeah.
let's talk about a card that people have been looking forward to.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about one of the most overrated cards of all time. So whenever an opponent discards a creature card, put a 2/2 zombie. Whenever an opponent discards land, make 2 mana. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, discards a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. It's not good, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not playing this in limited or constructed. Ever. Like 2 mana to make my
Yeah.
Thoughtseize is better. guess what? I cast my thoughts last turn.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool that it was designed by the Magic community. What I don't think is cool is just how bad it is.
That's all. Is like, oh, it's cool. I remember voting for it and like voting on its name and voting on the artwork for it and stuff, which is cool. But that's all my
You know,
thoughts.
I guess if you have like 3 mind rot, never mind.
Just don't worry about it.
No.
Don't worry about it. It's a cool card. It's got some stuff. It's not really what you really care about in limited.
No.
You can like theme a deck around it in Commander.
Yeah, right. There's some fun stuff you can do with it in the future. Doesn't matter for
Yeah.
this coming weekend. Which is familiar though. It's a 3-mana frog, which is a 2/3 with no abilities. The frog though. It looks like a giant code. Yeah, right. That's exactly what they were.
Yeah, they're filler. It's like a C-.
All right. No, man.
It's you.
I just said it's a frog.
Oh, okay.
Which-
Zethrid Psyblade, another Slyblade, designed by one of the guys that do World of Warcraft.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a human assassin. It's got hexproof. 2/1 for 3, not horrible, and for 4 mana, it loses hexproof and gains first strike and death touch.
Wait, no, this card's not very good.
It's okay.
So you're gonna play it on turn 3. It's a 2/1 without flying. It's got hexproof, which is like an irrelevant ability because the card itself is very good. So unless you draft a bunch of these and a bunch of auras, that part of it's not.
Right.
It's
And, like, the
fine.
ability.
Nothing that I don't care about.
I want to talk about it.
All right.
All right,
I don't
talk
want to
about it.
wrestle over everything. Let's talk about this because I think
Okay.
the ability is really interesting, and I want your guys' opinion on it. Because I'm
No,
not sure.
I do agree.
I
It's,
think
it's
the
a
ability
cool
is
way to
great.
do things.
I think the ability
You
is
get-
solid because you can, if need be, block something really large.
Yeah, the first strike death touch is one of my favorite abilities.
Yep.
Yeah.
Combinations ever.
Sure.
Um,
I think like it just seems like a really defensive card to me, and I don't
It
know
is.
if that's what.
And
I give
think
it.
Black's
I'd
very
be
defensive.
happy to play it. Like
Black's
if
not
I get
offensive,
it this
if you
weekend,
notice. It's
I
very
will play it.
defensive.
But I'm not like rushing out of my way to be like, oh, I got to make sure that I'm drafting this. If
falls
this is
into my
like
lap-
pack 1, yeah.
If
But
it
like
falls in my
sealed,
lap, I take it.
I'm gonna play it if I've got. If I'm playing black at all this weekend, I'm
You're gonna play
going
this?
to play it. Yeah,
Sure.
that's how I feel with it.
Yeah, it's like a mana sink. I'm not a huge fan though.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's like
Go ahead, Brandon. Next card.
Zoff Shade. Right.
Zoff.
It's a 2/2 for 4. It's not very good so far. For 3 mana, you can give it a +2/+2 till end of turn. Shades historically have been good in limited, just because it's a good way to sink in your mana, and they can get huge. This one is not great. So for 3 mana, which is like half your turn, you can make it into a 4/4 till the end of the turn, and for 6 mana, which is your entire turn, you can make it a 6/6. Okay, sure. I mean, if you're only attacking or only defending, it's fine.
Yep.
But like if you want to do other stuff and actually build up your board, it's just not good. Shades are good because it's like 1 black to pump, but this is not a good one. No, this is like a D+, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So moving
but-
on to
Here's
red.
pretty better.
But I'm actually ducking out now.
All right.
Okay.
This seems to be a theme with how long these shows take. Is I get through my colors, blue and black,
Yeah,
and then I duck
you
out.
All right.
But
Thanks, Ned.
that's gonna do it for me, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show and stuff, and good luck this weekend.
We should just start these ones earlier. We have 2 colors left.
Yep. All right.
Have a good night, guys.
See you, Dan.
Yeah. All right. So just want to go back and forth then.
Yep. All right. So you got next one.
Okay. It's Prophetic Flame Speaker ability. So exile the top 3 cards of your library until end of turn. You may play those. Play the cards exiled this way. I think it's fine for 3 mana.
Yep.
I wish I could just draw the cards, but it's in red.
Yep.
So
But it's red,
It's
so
gonna
it gives you kind of a Chandra-esque thing.
yeah, I mean it's like Chandra's ability. So I think it's completely fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's like a C.
All right, next one, aggressive mining. 4-drop, can't play land, sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards.
That's really
I guess if you flood out, it's okay. Otherwise, nah, not
Yeah.
really.
if you're flooding and you've like, see, I don't want to play this until I've got like 8 lands out though, because then I can sack a couple and still be able to play all my spells.
Yeah, but then you
If
can't.
you play this on turn 4, sack all your lands, and then you just draw a bunch of cards and can never play anything ever again.
Yeah.
That's not good. So, this is the one that was designed by Notch, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. I like the flavor. Like, it looks like you're playing Minecraft and you just dug into some lava.
Yep.
And you're kind of saying, "Oh God damn it!" But
Yep.
the card itself not cool. Except if you're playing Sidrus and Commander and you give this to someone, it's hilarious.
Yep. All right. You're next.
Oh yeah, I'll attack Bloodseeker. It's a human berserker. It's a 2-1 for 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, he gets +2/+7 for strike, haste until end of turn. What do you think?
You know what? It's playable. With as much burn and kill spell, and I know what the burn we're going to be seeing. Yeah. It's completely playable.
I think he seems fine. Like if you kill something, then attack with him.
Yep.
It's acceptable. He's not great. He's like a C+ maybe. He's like a 2-1, which is fine with some good upside. Anyway, Belligerent Sliver at 2/2 for 3. Slivers you control have this creature can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. Again, it's a sliver. This limited set just doesn't have enough for them.
This one, though, I would actually consider playing just because it can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. So it.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably better in Theros block when you could like pump guys up. I think now it's not going to be as good. Oh, I got a text. Go ahead.
All right. Next one is Blast Firebolt. 6-drop, deals 5 damage to target creature. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Yeah, it's something. I don't know if it's going to see play or not. So
I don't think it will. 5 mana for 5 damage. Oh, 6 mana for 5 damage. That's a lot of mana.
Yeah.
If this had Convoke, then probably, but 6 mana is just so much.
Yep.
I just can't justify it. So Borderland Marauder, excuse me. Oh, Blast Firbolt's like a D. Borderland Marauder is a 1/2 for 2. Whenever it attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So it's like a 3/2 attacker for 2 mana.
Yep.
And you're red aggressive deck?
Completely cool on a red aggressive deck.
Yeah, so if you're being aggressive, I think this is like C+.
Yep.
If you're not, then don't play this. It's like an F.
Brood Keeper, a 4-drop human shaman 2/3. Whenever an aura becomes attached to Brood Keeper, put a 2/2 red dragon token onto the battlefield with fire breathing.
All right. I don't know. I don't want to do this. So if you put an enchantment on it or like an aura on it, at least that way it's not a true 2-for-1 if it dies, but you're still like drafting auras.
Yep.
Which means that
we haven't seen a ton of amazing auras yet, so.
Yeah, we haven't seen a ton of good auras, but you're drafting auras, so they're only going to be good if this guy's out, which isn't going to be all the time. So I think it's really, really narrow, and like his stats aren't very good.
Yeah,
so
I agree with you.
Good, I guess C-.
Yep. All right, you're next.
Burning Anger, it's 5 mana, enchanted creature. You can tap the creature. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. If you put this on that Black Death Touch dude, then it's just tap this creature, kill something. That's pretty cool. But I think for the most part, generally if you have a big dude, you just want to attack with it.
Yeah.
You don't need to get all cute and put Burning Anger on it.
Nope. You just want to start swinging for the fences.
Yeah, it's like, oh, check out my dragon. It hits you. Cool.
All right, Chandra's back. It's the Pyromaster Chandra. Everyone had such high hopes for her last core set. She's still playable. She's still good.
She's pretty modern.
Yep.
This is a card that like could blow up at any moment. I think like she's got the potential to just suddenly become insane, and then she'll be like a $20 Planeswalker again. So honestly, they're like $6 right now. Just trade for all your Chandras.
Yep, she's good.
Yeah, she's very.
All right, move on.
Circle of Flame is a 2-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature without flying attacks you or a planeswalker you control, Circle of Flame deals 1 damage to that creature.
Not the worst thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's very good though.
It's still possibly playable.
Sure, I think it's good in your sideboard.
Yep.
If you run into a deck that's playing a lot of X1s, then you just like throw it in and you're like, haha, got there.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm not a fan.
Yep. All right, Clear Path, 1-drop, destroy target creature with Defender. Kill a wall.
Wasn't played in Gatecrash.
Nope. All right.
Cone of Flame. This is one of the better removal spells of the set. So
Yeah, I like
3
this one.
You just get to pick. You have 3 targets. You have to have 3 targets. You can't pick 2 or anything. 3 damage to one of those targets, 2 damage to another, and 1 damage to the third. So this deck or this card can be kind of narrow. I think at worst, like if you're just trying to point at your opponent's face, it's not great. But like even if they just have 1 creature, you can do 3 to the creature, 2 to them, and 2 to or 1 to yourself, and that's enough targets for it. Generally, you don't have to do that, but like worst case scenario, I think that's when you're playing this card. And if that's what it is for 5 mana, I think I'm okay with that. It's not great.
It's still dealing damage to things, so.
Yeah, that's the worst. I think the best it can be is a huge blow. You can just get a 3-for-1. That's insane. Or like kill 2 of their guys, deal 2 damage to their face. That sounds great. So this card's very good.
Yep.
Definitely pick it high. It's a sorcery, which whatever.
Yep. Crowd's favor, 1-drop. It's a convoke, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But will you actually convoke it? Who knows? Target creature gets 1/1 and gains first strike till end of turn.
That seems fine.
Yeah,
it's like giving it first strike is nice.
It's a combat trick. I like combat tricks in red, and that's a pretty fair combat trick. So
fair in multiple senses.
All right.
It's certainly not broken.
No.
Yeah. So Crucible of Fire is a rare 4 mana. All dragon creatures you can control get +3/+3. You don't play it in limited. Just
no, you're not playing in a limited. But holy God, thank you, Commander. So
yeah, I think this is a reprint.
Yep.
From
all right. Forge Devil.
So,
it's a reprint. I love Forge Devil.
There's the value. It uses 1 damage to a creature. 1 damage to you. It's kind of cute.
Yeah. For a 1-drop for 1, it's a 1/1 for 1, which is fine. But then it does something like deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to you. So it's completely cool with me. So
yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
I really want to get to the point where like someone's blocking favorably versus me, and they have like their guy at 1 toughness, and I'm like, all right, Forge Devil. Like, no, it had to be Forge Devil. That said, I don't think it's. I mean, I haven't played with it, but it doesn't seem very good. It's like a D. I don't know.
Yep.
Foundry Street Denizen. If you're in a super aggressive deck, it's fine. I don't think I want to play it in limited. I never have. But like I said, I guess there's an argument for maybe playing it. It is a reprint from Gatecrash, I think. Honestly, I think they reprinted it just that mono red decks could still be a thing.
Yep. This is keeping mono red around.
Yeah, it's not even a good 1-drop for mono red, but it's like something else for them to play.
Yep.
So.
Frenzied Goblin.
Yeah, D. D-.
1/1 for 1. 1 Frenzied Goblin attacks. You may pay 1. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Completely cool with me.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. If you're in a super aggressive red deck, I think he seems okay. He's not great. Generator Servant is 2 mana 2/1. You can tap it to sacrifice it, add 2 mana to your pool, and if you spend that mana to cast a creature spell, that creature has haste. So it's this really weird card. It's going to be a nightmare to play with Magic Online, because it's like, alright, I need to use colorless mana, but I need to use the right colorless mana. So that's going to be a huge pain. But I think, I mean, it's a 2/1 for 1, and again, this is a card that can just blank removal, or it can actually, haste something out if you want. It seems pretty good. It's like a C.
Yeah.
C+.
Yeah, I'd give it that.
Sure.
Goblin
It's kind of stupid.
Blue Mist.
Yeah.
It's a 2-drop 1/2. The beginning of your upkeep, put a colorless artifact named Landmine onto the battlefield with the tap 1 red. Sacrifice this artifact, and this artifact deals 2 damage to target attacking creature without flying. Then flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Goblin deals 2 damage to itself.
Yeah. So let me make sure, like, when you get the mine, you flip the coin, not when you use it.
Yep.
So there was some confusion about that.
Yep.
This card's not great.
Nope, but if you want to flip coins, there you go.
Sure, it's a coin flippy card. I'm not really going to bother rating it. It's not really a limited card, I think. Goblin Rebel Master here is a lot better.
Yep. Go for it. Oh, we lost you, Brandon. Nope, still lost you. He really needs a new headset, guys. Nope, he's still gone. So I will take over. So Goblin Rebel Master. He's a warrior. 3-drop. I can hear you now.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 3-drop, 2/2. Other goblin creatures you control have to attack.
Yep.
At the beginning of your, what is it?
Beginning of your combat
Yeah.
turn, put a 1/1 goblin creature token with haste onto the battlefield. Whenever a goblin Rebel Master attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking goblin.
Yeah. I think this card's pretty decent in draft.
Yeah.
Even if it just makes a 1/1 every turn, like,
Yep.
a lot of the times your 1/1's just going to die right away.
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's going to get in there and get some damage.
Well, there's a lot of new goblins, so this kind of makes it kind of cool where you can actually draft goblins now.
Yeah, we got, like, Frenzied Goblin, Foundry Seat Denizen, they're both goblins.
Yep. The next one, Goblin Rough Rider, which is next up.
Okay, there's more. Yeah.
So
there's a decent amount of goblins. It seems like, obviously this is pretty sweet if you have a lot of goblins. He gets really big. So let's just move on to the next one.
So Goblin Rough Rider, not much to talk about. It's a 3/2 for 3. So
yep, it's fine. It's good.
No other text, just 3/2 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hammerhand. 1 red, enchant creature. When Hammerhand enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 in his haste. Okay.
Yep.
It's not very good.
It's still playable though at 1 to give something haste. So.
Sure. It's like my guy gets haste. He's a bit bigger, and that guy can't attack this turn. For 1 mana, even if that was just like a sorcery, I'd probably be.
It's playable.
Not happy with it, but I think that it's an enchantment, so it always gets +1/+1, makes it quite a bit better. Like it's like.
Now the next card though, I'm kind of super excited for limited for. Even kind of you can play it. I can see in other formats, but Heat Ray. Tap 1 red and you can tap 4 other mana and deal 4 target creature. So you can wipe something out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think it's good limited. I don't.
Yeah.
It's a constructed card.
No, but it's definitely a limited hero. So
it's fine. It's good limited.
So guess what's back?
Is this a reprint?
Yeah, Hoarding Dragon.
When it enters the battlefield, you go search for an artifact and exile it then shelf your library, and then when this guy dies, you get the artifact.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's the thing.
He's a 4/4 flyer for 5, so I'll play him.
Yep.
Probably just failed to search every time.
Yep.
And be okay with it.
Yep.
It's very good though. This is like a B+, just because it's a 4/4 flyer for 5.
Yeah, flyers are good.
It's acceptable.
All right, Inferno Fist, 2-drop enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0, and then sacrifice Inferno Fist. Inferno Fist deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
Yeah. I need like 2 minutes real quick.
That's fine. I'll take the chieftain.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right, guys. Instead of Curd Ape, we have Curd Chieftain. It's an ape. Curd Chieftain gets +1/+0 as long as you control a forest. So we've had these cards, flavor cards, where if you control a mountain or you control a swamp, they get +1/+1. So he's a 4-drop 3/3, which doesn't make him bad. But red and green generally go pretty well together. So I could see this happening more times than not, because for 5 you can target creature gets +2/+0, +2/+2 and trample. So this card's pretty good, and I would draft him if I'm going red green aggro or red green something. So we got Krinko's Enforcer, a 3-drop 2/2 with Intimidate. It's a goblin. That Rebel Master just makes it a lot better because you have lots of goblins, and with Intimidate he's going to get through. So definitely playable if you're going to draft goblins. Crew Crush. Yeah, the Ancient. He's a legendary creature, Ogre Spirit, 4 mana, 4/3. Whenever you activate an ability of an artifact, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 1. If you do copy that ability, you may choose a new target to copy it for. So, that giant ogre spirit, pretty cool. I don't know if artifacts are going to play a role or not yet. There is a lot of new artifacts definitely in this set. So, Brandon, you still have no... I can't hear you. There you go.
There we go.
All right, so we're on to Lava Axe.
Oh, we're already at Lava Axe? Wow.
Yeah. It's a reprint. Deal 5 for 5.
These other cards are fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, Lightning Strike got reprinted.
Hey, it's Lightning Bolt at 2 mana.
Yep.
I don't think there's much to say. This card's really good. You're just going to draft it really highly.
Yep. I'll let you do this one so we're back on track.
Sure. Might makes right. 6 mana. At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, if you control each creature on the battlefield with the greatest power, so pretty much if you have a guy who's bigger than all your opponent's guys, then you gain control of target creature and opponent controls down to a turn. So if you're playing like green-red and you got some big dudes in this thing, then you just like steal their guys and kill them with them.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's not bad.
Or, yeah, if you have like some way to sacrifice, then you can do that too.
Yep.
I think this card's not great though. 6 mana is a lot.
It's not great, but it's not bad. There could be some fun mechanics to go with it. So
yeah, it's fun. I don't know if it's great. Very good though.
All right, Miner's Bane, 6 again. It's a creature. It's a 6/3. So okay.
Yeah, not great.
Not great, but not bad. 3 Miner's Bane gets a +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. That makes it okay to me.
I don't think it's good enough.
It's still playable.
It seems like a D.
It's a C for me. Because if I could combat trick on that with like first strike or something, to me then I'm dealing 7 or 8 damage, and they're gonna have to block it for sure.
Yeah, I mean then they just trade their guy for it though. This just looks like a 1-for-1. It's like a really expensive clunky removal spell that you don't get to target. It's like 6 mana, sack a dude, take some damage. It's not very good. That's not what I want to do for 6 mana, is what I'm saying. Like, I think, if it were, 4 mana or whatever, obviously it'd be sweet. But it's 6.
Yep. All right.
Paragon of Fierce Defense.
Yes.
It's the red Paragon. All your red creatures get +1/+1. Cool. And tap and a red. Another target red creature you control against haste until end of turn.
Not a bad thing.
Pretty sweet. Yeah, if you play like a good bomb, or just like a 4/4, sure. Just get in there, man.
All right, more goblins. Rummaging Goblin.
Looting Goblin, cool.
So we have a 3-drop 1/1 discard a card, draw a card. So
why can't it be proper looting? I don't understand. Yeah. Why do we have to discard it first?
Yeah.
Why is looting getting worse?
I don't know.
It's annoying.
It is, but all right, moving on.
I don't know. This card's like a.
If you're drafting goblins, it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine in the deck.
Yeah.
It's a looter.
Yep.
Mostly. So I mean, looters are pretty good.
Yep.
Scrapyard Mongrel is 3/3 for 4. Sure. If you control an artifact, it gets +2/+0 and his trample.
Yep.
So if you're in like the red-blue artifact deck and you get this guy, you're very happy. It's a 5/3 trampler for 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. If you want 3 toughness guys with higher power, then this is where you want to be. None of this Miner's Bane stuff.
No. All right. Next one we have Shrapnel Blast. An additional cost of Shrapnel Blast, you sacrifice an artifact. Shrapnel Blast deals 5 damage to target creature or player for 3 or for 2. That's pretty awesome, but that means you do need an artifact on the field.
Yeah, it's been played and constructed last time it was in. So
I know. So
card's very, very good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's in limited. It's less good. Like
in limited, it's not as good. But if you can build something where you have a few artifacts you can get out, then you're good.
Yeah, even if you just have the land, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
If you have enough of those, it's a run one. Siege Dragon. What's up with Siege Dragon? Well,
It's
a
the
7 mana
cards you're
5.
going to get when you pick red.
And when Siege Dragon enters the battlefield, destroy all walls your opponents control. This card will kill man so fast.
Yep. And whenever it
Siege Dragon
attacks,
if they don't have walls, it deals 2 damage to each creature without flying that player controls. So I think this card's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. And if you decide to go red, it's a bomb, and it's going to win.
You know how dragons are usually really big and like scary, and they kill your opponent real fast?
Yeah, this one does the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yep. All right. So Soul of Shendalar. It's the 6/6 for 6 avatar, but it has first strike.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty good.
A little pricey on the activates. It's 5, is it?
5 mana for a lightning bolt to your opponent's face and a lightning bolt to one of their creatures.
Yep. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst by far. So
I think that's one of my favorite souls.
No, the green one is my favorite by far.
I like the ones. Yeah, I like the green and the red one because their abilities are cheaper.
Yeah.
The green one, the red one, and the colorless are the 3 that I think are the best.
Yep.
It's just because their abilities are all cheaper.
Yep. All right, go for it.
Stoke the Flames, 4 mana instant, convoke. It's 4 damage to target creature or player. This card's pretty good.
It's really good. You can convoke it for 2 or 3 even, and just pay 1 and deal 4. It's enough.
It's the convoke isn't even needed here. I think 4 mana for 4 damage is playable.
Yep.
It's creature or player, so you can just.
But now you can convoke it out for cheaper.
Yeah.
So
this is one of those cards where convoke's really kind of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say pushed, but it's very strong for limited. This is easily a B. Thunder Giant, on the other hand, is kind of.
Thunder Giant is a 5-drop with haste for 4/3. Not a bad thing. It's a filler card. You will play one.
Yeah,
probably.
it's like a C-. I've not ever been impressed with this card.
Nope. Torch Fiend. 2-drop, 2/1. Sacrifice it. Destroy target artifact.
Man, I think artifacts matter.
Yep.
This set's gonna have artifacts in it.
Yeah, this sounds like we're going towards artifacts now.
Yeah. That said, I mean, this is a 2-1 for 2 that has the upside of being able to kill an artifact sometimes, so it's pretty nice. It's a C.
Yep.
Wall of Fire. It's 0/5 for 3. All right, fine.
And it's got fire breathing.
Yeah, it's good fire breathing. It's
all right. So that was red. Red was good.
Man, you go fast.
What was that?
Yep. Nothing. Ancient Silverback.
Yep.
Green.
Yep.
6 mana, 6/5.
I love this one.
Sometimes regenerate.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just keep it alive. I mean, the value for 1, it's regenerate for 1, so you just value all day long.
You ever wanted to smack someone in the face with King Kong? Well, now you can.
Yep.
It's bigger than Donkey Kong, too.
Yeah. All right, back to nature. Destroy all enchantments for...
This is so rude. Why would they print this? I don't understand.
I love it.
Why? This just kills Constellation.
Yep, I was about to say Constellation is dead.
Why do you love that?
Because I'm a control player.
It's like the only... Yeah, you're not even going to play green because you're playing control.
Yep.
It's the only cool... Like, Constellation's like the only cool deck that came out of this block.
Yep.
What else is interesting?
And it's
nothing.
It's gone.
And now it's like a hard counter. Like you just wipe their board and you get keep all your stuff.
Yep.
That's not fun. I don't get it. Why would they print this? Print something that kills all black things.
All right, it's not gonna be great in limited, guys, but it's gonna be good elsewhere. So.
It's like a mediocre sideboard card in limited.
Yep.
Just pisses me off for constructed. Anyway, Carnivorous Moss Beast. It's a plant elemental beast. They've won already on flavor.
Yep.
But it's a 4/5 for 6, and for 7 mana you can put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, if you have enough instants and you're kind of like holding up a bunch of mana, I was like, okay, you didn't do anything, put a counter on it. Oh, gotcha. You can do that. But other than that, I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
For a 6 mana card, it's like okay.
Yep. Charging Rhino, 5-drop, 4/4. Charging Rhino can't be blocked by more than 1 creature.
It's printed in Conspiracy.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good in Conspiracy, actually.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's also pretty good here. I think a lot of decks are going to want this. It's a common.
Yep.
So
run 4 of them.
Beat down with.
If you can get 4 of these suckers, you're just going to confuse your opponent.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Court of Calling. Do you want to talk about Quarter Calling?
Actually, I don't want to talk about it in a limited format.
We're going to talk about it right now for a second, because I need to tell you that you shouldn't play it this weekend.
It's
You
not
should be
good
happy
and
that you
limited.
opened it, but it's not good and limited.
Nope.
Just really sad. Mystic, on the other hand, is sweet limited.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I like Quarter Calling, but I don't see it
It's
being.
not good and limited.
I don't see it being a big limited car. It wasn't, if I remember correctly, back when it was being drafted either.
Well, I mean, there's like nothing worth tutoring, right?
Oh, there's a few things. I mean, Hornet.
Everything
Yeah.
worth everything worth tutoring in limited is just gonna be really expensive. In
Yeah.
which case, you probably can't afford it. Like, what are you gonna tutor a Hornet Queen? 10 resources?
Yeah.
Chances are you won't have that. I just don't want to play it limited. I want to play it super bad and constructed.
Yep.
It's gonna be sweet.
All right.
Mystic.
So, Elvish Mystic. It's back. Thank Jesus. We needed a mana dork, so.
I don't think they would make us live without a mana dork. This is a good one too.
Yep.
I mean, it's Llanowar Elves.
It is. So, thank
It's
you.
really, if you're playing green, you're gonna play it.
Yep.
Fact.
Feral Incarnation.
Yeah.
Holy God for 9. But it's got Convoke.
Yeah.
But 3. So, I mean, the power for cost is not. They're equal.
Yeah. But the higher that goes, the more skewed towards power it should be.
Yeah.
So, like, for 9 mana, I want, like, a 12/12.
Yeah.
But I think with Convoke, this makes it okay.
Yeah.
Like, you could reasonably cast this for, like, 6 mana, in which case 3/3 is just stupid.
Yeah, 3/3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, and I will play this card. Because
yeah.
it'll be a 1-of, and I will play this card.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a C+ for me, maybe
Yep.
B-. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Gather Courage. Yet again, one of those weird Convoke ones, but
+2/+2 till end of turn. It's just a 1-drop. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's not as good as Giant Growth if you just look at the stats, but the fact that it has Convoke makes it a little more
Yep.
versatile. So I think it's cool. It's going to be a good limited trick.
Yep.
It's not getting anywhere in constructed.
No.
Genesis Hydra. What do you think? There's a
I think
plain
it's
Hydra.
fun. I love Hydras, and reveal up to... With the X, it's kind of cool. Because it's basically, you can reveal X cards off your library and put a non-land permanent card
It's Genesis
with
Wave.
converted X. It is. But it's
Yeah.
Genesis Wave with a Hydra.
Yeah,
So that Hydra then
Genesis
enters
Wave-
the battlefield with those X counters.
Yeah, it's great. We'll play this.
It's fully
Hey.
playable. It's
Oh,
a
of course.
bomb. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
simple.
And you're going to play... If you get one this weekend, just thank Jesus and play it.
Play green. Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty great. Hornet's Nest. What do you think about this one? It's
The Defender
yeah,
O2, you know what? I'm not...
Not a fan.
It's okay. It's... The flavor's cool. But I like it because if you run into something that doesn't have trample and it gets 6 damage dealt to it, it becomes a pretty awesome card.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Like, do I want to play this or not? I can't decide.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna play it if I see it
It's
because
it's
there's
like
enough,
disruptive.
Okay, say you have a soul out and you need to chunk block a soul.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Hornet's Nest is awesome for that. I
Yeah.
figured that out real quick.
Yeah,
The problem is, like, is that upside enough?
it's upside
It just
enough to
doesn't
me
do anything.
because then you get. Not only did you just not take damage, but now you have 6 1/1s with flying and death touch on the battlefield.
They're just not going to attack into it. They're not just going to be like, oh, I have a drug, give you 6 1/1s, lol.
Well,
They're
no,
gonna, like,
I'm fine with that then. Completely fine with that because that stops them
I don't
from
know that
attacking.
I am. Yeah. That's my dilemma. I don't know if it's like, so they're just going to attack with their really little small stuff. At which
Yep.
point you're going to like, all right, block your 2-power guy, I guess.
Nope, I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll play it.
I haven't decided. Hornet Queen, on the other hand, I've decided that it's good.
I will play it because a 2/2 flying death touch is good. Yeah, it's 7, but then you get 4 more little green hornets
Oh, yeah. This is like a
with
5
flying.
for 1.
Yeah,
Will you play 7 mana to 5 for 1 your opponent?
Yep.
I know I will.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
All
All right,
Of
we
the
have
week.
our. It's a reprint. Basically, it's a fight card. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a sweet explanation.
It's
no,
a fight card.
This is like what green gets for removal now.
Yep.
I think this is like their only removal style.
I
Other
think
than
so
Plummet.
too.
They have this, Plummet, and yeah, that's it. So this and Plummet's what you're getting for green and removal.
Yep.
Pick it high, guys. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's sad, like it's not actually good removal, but for the core set, like last core set, this is actually
This is
like,
picked pretty often, pretty high.
Yeah, this is picked pretty highly.
Alright.
Getting one of these late is a signal in a draft.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
a good. It's like a even a B.
What do you think of Hunter's Ambush?
Yeah, it's not good.
Nope. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, like if you're attacking with a bunch of stuff, and it's like, all right, this is a good attack for me, and then I play this, and I kind of like get a guy or two.
Yeah.
It's good, but I think the downside of a lot of the times it just doesn't do anything. I
Yep.
just don't want it.
I'm with you. All right, what do you got?
Invasive species. That's what
Another
I got.
insect. I like we're getting insects, so
Yeah, it's reasonable. It's also 3 for 3, so, you
Yep.
know, missing Corsa right there. Except for when invasive species enters the battlefield, return another permanent you control to its owner's hand.
it's a
I don't
permanent
know.
though. It doesn't say creature, so you can pop a land back if you
That's
want.
true. Yeah, you can just bounce land. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
It's not great. I don't want to, like... It's just, like, tempo disadvantage to get a 3-3. Eh. If you're, like, a 4-4, yeah, all right. But I don't know. 3-3 is not big enough.
How about a Colonian Twin Grove?
It's an interesting
Tree
name.
Folk Warrior. 6-drop, but it's an XX. Its power and toughness is equal to each of the
Big two
forest.
guys whose
basically-
power toughness are equal to the number of forests you control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna play him in limited if I'm like really heavy green.
Yep. Oh yeah.
If I'm not, I am not going to. I think if you're heavy enough green, he's like one of the best cards in the set.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yep.
If you're not very heavy green, then he's just gonna.
He's not that great. I mean, if you have like 10 forest, you're gonna play him.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if he's just like a 5/5.
Yep.
It's pretty good. 5/5
Yeah.
and a 5/5 that get bigger.
Yeah.
The more, like, the longer you keep playing, the bigger these guys get. So it's like even a kind of inevitability.
Yep.
I think it's pretty good.
What do you think of the next card?
I think that when I play my Colonian Twin Grove and I have like an 8/8, I want to sacrifice and draw 8 cards.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think this card's pretty decent and limited if you have a big guy or some
Mhm.
big guys. Even if you just like sack a 3 or 4 toughness guy,
Yeah.
draw 4 cards, it's pretty good. 4 for 2, you're up 2 cards, and it can also be like, I don't know, like a defender or something if it
Yep.
has high power. I don't know.
I'm
It's
pretty
just
okay with it.
Just say legacy in the name, so clearly it's good enough.
Living Totem.
Just
Another
instant.
plant.
Life legacy. If it was instant, it'd be sick anyway.
Another plant. Convoke. When Living Totem enters the battlefield, you may put a 1/1 counter on another creature. Thank you. I will take that a lot. Convoke it out for 2,
That's fine.
and it's a 2/3.
Yeah.
So,
I got no problem with it. I don't think it's insane.
nope. It's a good card, though.
Area. No, C. Low C, high D.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Naturalize is a cyborg card that has been in sideboards for core sets like the
And
best.
it's another sideboard card that you will have in your sideboard.
Yeah, don't main deck this.
Yeah.
Negate, I can main deck sometimes. It's
Yeah.
fine. Naturalize, not so much.
Netcaster Spider, Reach, 3-drop, 3 or 2/3. Whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets a +2/+0 till end of turn. I'm completely cool with that.
Yeah, we're
We've
not
seen
getting.
enough flyers with flash and all that I'm completely cool with this.
We haven't gotten a giant spider in this set, so I think this is a fine replacement. It might be better. And giant spider's just really good.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think this card's pretty playable, like C+ at least.
Yep. What about the next thing?
Oh no, is Planeswalker's good limited?
This
Come on,
Planeswalker's
yeah.
freaking unreal and limited.
This Planeswalker's really good.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I think
This,
she's the best Planeswalker of M15.
Yeah,
She's
I think so. She's probably one of the best.
she's really good. She has
Yep.
to be played in like mono green, but in
Yep.
mono green, she's stupid.
Yeah, she's just retarded.
Yeah, I mean, this is really good. You're
Yeah.
going to play Planeswalkers in Limited. Just make
Yeah.
all your lands into 4/4 is going to be insane. Untapping all your lands is insane.
Yep.
The
It's
ultimate is...
basically, I'm going to untap Plusher, untap 4 lands,
Yeah.
and then play Polychronos.
She's sweet. Nissa's Exploration. Or Expedition, sorry. 5 mana spell, but it does Convoke. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them to the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library.
I am completely cool with this.
I don't know.
It's thinning out your library. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
If it's, say you get this mid game and you're kind of like stalled out and you're looking at each other. All right. Well, I know I probably got like 2 or 3 more forest in there. Let me thin it out and then shuffle.
Yeah, but when you're rather just play a sweet 5-drop.
Sometimes you just don't have it.
I know, but like, so it's like you can add this if it's like an emergency.
Yeah.
I don't like this. If I want to ramp, I want to do it on turn 2.
Well, I like the Overwhelm that we got next. 7, but I like Overwhelm next.
Yeah, it doesn't give trample though.
Doesn't matter.
Makes me angry.
3.
And it's a sorcery.
It's Convoke, so you can really get it down.
Like I said, Convoke just doesn't make a card instantly good.
No,
7
but it's still
resources.
7 resources, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm not actually a fan here. I think Overwhelm, if you're in the right deck, maybe like I don't even know what's the right deck. Like an elf deck.
I guess
There's not an elf deck in the format.
Nope.
I don't think it's very good. If it gave trample, then we'd be talking. But I just can't. I'm not playing this. Not for 7.
All right. Paragon. Here's the Paragon.
Hey, green one.
Uh,
So your creature gains trample.
Yep. For 1.
Yep, seems good. With like anything you can give Death Touch to, or the next guy we're gonna talk about, seems really good with him because 7/2s a trample are pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean this card seems pretty sweet. It's also just one of the Paragons, so it's really good.
Yep.
Travel's a good ability.
So why don't we talk about the next card? Because it's the card you're going to get if you pick green.
Yeah, which I don't know if I recommend. I don't think this card's that great. But when he dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of his or her next upkeep. So if it dies and you're like blocking something, sure, maybe you trade. But then he comes back tapped, so it's taking 2 turns off from your creature. And really, 2 toughness, like they can just block it. So I don't. It's better defensively than it is aggressive.
If you have a Paragon and him out together, though, stupid.
Yeah, you can give him trample, sure. I admit, if you can give this guy trample, he's sweet. But if you can't, I don't like him too much. I like the black one a lot more than this one.
Yep.
I think I just want to pick black. I think he's the best of the...
Yeah, black is looking like the best. I even decided that, so.
I think, like, I like green as a color more.
Yeah.
But the black promo is probably better.
Yeah, the black promo, once he gets out, 5/5, 5/3, or 5/3 for 5 is pretty awesome.
5/3 flyers.
Yep. All right, Plummet. There's a lot of flyers this time around.
respect
Plummet's always really good, so.
Yeah, Plummet's a good sideboard card for green.
Yep.
I don't think it's main deckable in this format.
Nope, but it's just really good.
Yep.
Ranger's Guile, another. It was printed at M14, wasn't it? Yep.
So it is in standard right now. It's going to be in standard for another year.
Yep.
Honestly, it doesn't really see me play in standard, so
Nope.
not really
1/1
care.
hexproof.
Yeah,
Instant.
it's a decent trick. Hexproof is nice.
How
You
about the
can counter
next
spell.
card, though? I'm
so.
kind of excited for the next card.
Yeah, you mean this card that's going to be played in Legacy?
Yup.
So Reclamation Sage is the new Viridian Shaman. It's just better.
A lot
Because it
better.
hits enchantments as well as artifacts.
Yeah.
It is 1 less toughness, but I mean the card's really good.
Oh, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, could have been a rare.
Yep. That's why I love it. It's not a rare. And then, of course, you get alternate full art for game day.
Oh, is this one?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
game
this is
day.
the game day?
Yep.
That game day promo might be worth something at some point.
Yep.
Just that, like I said, it's gonna replace Viridian Shaman in Legacy, which is like a one of I think.
A 1 over 2 of.
Yeah, like a 1 or 2 of an elf deck. So
Yep.
it has the potential to be worth a lot of money. The thing is, like, new cards that are printed as promos, there's just so many printed, so it doesn't even
Alright.
matter.
Restock. Return 2. Just return 2 target cards from your library or from your graveyard to your hand. So it doesn't have to actually be a creature. It can be any card you want. So.
Yeah, it's just any card.
Yep.
I actually don't have one of these. I would want one for my keep though. So
Well, you're
it's
gonna
nice.
get one.
Yeah, gonna get one. In limited, I think this card's fine.
Yep. It's
not
playable.
great.
It's a C for me.
Yeah.
C minus.
It's like late game, you get a bit of value out of it.
Yep.
So I think it's like 5-mana draw too.
All right, what do we got
Not
next?
Roaring Primodox, 4/4 for 4, pretty good so far. The beginning of your upkeep, return a creature you control to its owner's hand.
Yep.
Less good, but there are some creatures in here that do have some nice end of the battlefield effects, like Reclamation Sage or Shaman of the Spring or Satyr Wayfinder. So if you have the right cards with it, I think it's got some pretty sweet value.
Yep, I definitely value is key in this guy, and he is definitely a value card.
Yeah, I mean he's also just a 4/4.
Yep. I like the next one. Straight up bear. He's a bear. He's a Runeclaw bear. 2/2 for 2.
The magic of the elves leaves its mark on the forest.
Yep. All right. I'm surprised at the next reprint, but kind of cool to see him in the set.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's finding his way, you know. And I guess his way just happens to lead through M15.
Yep.
We are right
Satyr Wayfinder. So.
It's a role player.
Yep.
If you're like in some graveyard synergy. I don't think there is one in this.
There is. Yeah. There's enough black with graveyard synergy in this guy.
I don't think it's very good though. So. I don't know. He might be like a fringe playable. I think he's a lot worse than he was in Born of the Construct.
Oh, I agree with you that.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Shaman of the Spring is pretty much just Idle on Blossoms, but without the sweet ability. Yep. Just draw a card whenever it enters the battlefield.
Yep. So he just comes in, you draw a card. Not the worst, not the best.
It's pretty much the worst.
Yep. I am looking forward to Siege Worm though.
Siege Worm? Why?
I just like Siege Worm.
You just love Convoke.
Yes.
You really like that ability.
I have always loved Convoke, brother.
I don't know. Convoke's okay. I still feel like I'm tapping 7 mana for this. I don't want to tap 7 mana for a 5/5. Yeah, like even if I'm convoking, that means I took a turn off attacking.
It's got trample and you can giant growth it.
Who cares?
9/9?
Who cares?
I care.
Why?
Or Titanic growth. Sorry, I'm so happy
Titanic.
That got reprinted. So.
I don't think Combat Tricks is a reason to play this card.
Whatever.
I think you needing a big finisher is a reason, but I'll play like 1. Soul of Zendikar.
Yep.
Anyway.
He's a beast.
Siege Worm's like a D+. No, yeah, it's a C. Sure. Soul of Zendikar is an A+.
He's an A+. Automatic A+. Reach 6/6 for 6, and 5 mana gets you a 3/3 beast.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So good. Just making 3/3s at instant speed is going to be so good.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you see this guy in your limited pool, you're going to play him.
Yeah. If you see him in draft, you're going to play him.
Yep.
And Mono Green Devotion already is saying they're going to play him. So.
Yeah, I expect this card to get played in standard a bit.
Yep.
At least after rotation when like there's less good stuff to play.
Yeah.
So like Desecration evens out and stuff like that.
Yep.
So.
All right. Sunblade Elf. All elves get, or Sunblade Elf is the elf that gets a 1/1 for if you control planes.
He's 2/2 for 1 if you have a planes as well.
Yep. So it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, and he's got an ability for 5 mana, 4 and a white. Creatures you can control get +1/+1 until end turn.
Yep.
He's fine. It's been talked about, maybe in like a white-green aggro list you can play him. I don't know if I want it. Like he's okay. I'll play him limited if I'm in green and white. I have to be green and white though.
Yeah. All right, Titanic Growth. Super happy to see it back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great combat trick. 4/4.
Sure. It's a combat trick.
Yep.
Makes cat big.
Yep.
Play it. It's like a C. Undergrowth Scavenger.
Yep.
It's a 4 mana 0/0. This card's terrible. Oh wait, there's other stuff. Okay, Undergrowth Scavenger enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
If there is like a graveyard deck in the set, which I don't know, maybe there might be. He's gonna be a good card in it. You're gonna be like filling your graveyard up with the Satyr Wayfinder and then making this guy big.
Yep. All right, we gotta speed this up. I need to get to bed, brother. I gotta be up at 5 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, it's midnight.
Yep.
Why don't we just start these earlier?
I don't know. We should have.
Did I not say that like 2 weeks ago?
We should have. Next set, we'll do it at 8 p.m.
Yeah, or something. It's Venom Sliver. Or like do it during the afternoon at some point. Anyway, Venom Sliver, 2 mana 1/1. Sliver creatures you control have Death Touch.
Yep.
I like giving my dudes Breast Touch. It's pretty sweet.
Yep. Vertenhaven, another reprint, just a really solid card. Mana ramp.
Yeah.
It's ramps.
You add an extra, right? It's like it ramps you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know. Like 3 mana is a lot, but I think this is one of the ramp spells that's probably worth playing in some decks.
I've drafted this a lot because it gains you 2 life, and then you basically get to add any color mana you want.
I've
plus the
drafted
mana
it.
you're drafting.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Vine Weft is enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. So for 1 green, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
4 mana, return Vine Weft from your graveyard to your hand. My question is, why do you not want us to have the good green enchantment for 1?
Yeah.
What is it? It's +2/+0 and trample.
Yeah.
Is that one called?
I forget what it's actually called, but yes, I agree.
Okay, you got real quiet, but whatever.
Nope.
Well,
Yes, I agree.
Oh, okay.
Wall of Mulch, Defender, sacrifice it for 1 green, and draw a card.
Sacrifice a wall.
Yep. A wall,
Nice.
so.
That's super relevant. Yeah. I mean, it seems fine.
Yep.
If you're in like a wall deck, I'll do it. I'm not excited.
I'm
about
never
it.
going to play walls. I'll tell you that. Never going to play it.
Man wants this card so bad.
Yissen the Wanderer Bard.
First pick, Windmill Slam.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yep.
Oh, it's equal to the number. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
you have to have it equal to the number of risk counters. You can't
Yep.
have one less. Huh.
No, but you can have it equal. So if you know the creature card you want to pull out.
Yeah, I just mean
Yeah.
you can't like just keep doing it. Like if you get up to 9, then you can't just keep going.
No, but you do it for 2, draw that creature. Do it for 3, draw that
Yeah,
creature.
Figured that out.
So.
This card's really good.
All right.
Play it.
This is
this is
the
like a-
card I didn't want to talk about because
Garrick? Why?
he's gonna. Okay. Super pricey and limited. If you get him out, you win the game. It's automatic.
Yeah, sure.
Is he gonna see standard play though? We'll talk about that next week. Because dear Jesus, there's a lot of controversy if he's not. Is there not? So.
So why did you not want to talk about him?
Because if people ask questions like, do you think he's gonna be good or not?
Oh,
I've
we're not doing standard.
Yeah. So, in limited, if you get him out, you win.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's a planeswalker.
Yeah.
Play it.
Yeah.
And if not, money dropped it. Like.
Yeah, because he's like $25 or $30 right now.
I think he's cool. I certainly want to open one.
Yep.
I'll be excited too. Silver Hive Lord, I'm not playing in limited again.
It'll never
It's
be
like,
played in limited. It's straight up commander.
Yeah, it's Sweet and Commander. I mean, there's been some talk about constructed. I don't know if that's happening.
5-color sliver.
Oh, those are all basics. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Avarice Amulet is probably my least favorite card of this set.
Yep.
It's just kind of silly.
Same here. I'm not a fan.
Target creature, the creature gets +2/+0 vigilance. If you keep draw a card. All right, I like all that. Whenever it dies, target opponent gains control of this. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I don't. No. Brawlers play it. Don't play that card.
Yeah.
Avarice Amulet. Stupid. So 3 mana artifact cost is 4.
Yep.
Creature gets +2/+0 and trample. It's fine.
It's fully playable because I mean I can throw it on one of my big fatties and.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think it's great. It's like whatever.
Nope. It's just playable though.
Bronze Sable. I mean, we've been playing this for a while. It's fine. It's like a C.
Yeah. Chain
You'll
Veil, pretty awesome. There was an Urda that came out and said this will not go infinite. It's 1 per turn. So.
Who said this?
Wizards.
Like a judge?
No, Wizards.
Oh, well, see, I actually don't consider their opinion valuable. You need to ask a judge, because they don't actually know their own cards.
No, Wizards came out and literally changed the card already. If you go to Gather, it's been...
Oh, they changed the Oracle text?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know why. I didn't care about it going infinite. That's not even
They
that
basically don't want an infinite combo in Standard.
good. The combo wasn't even good.
I'm just saying, they've Urda'd
Yeah.
it, so...
Alright, so I guess the Oracle text on this card has changed. Doesn't really change my opinion of it. It's still bad.
Yep.
Before, when people were talking about it, I was like, oh, cool.
Well,
That's-
it went from $50 to $3. That's
wasn't
how...
50.
Oh, it was when when a judge came out and said it goes infinite.
It was never 50. It was 5.
Nope.
No, I don't believe you.
We saw it at the store. Our mouths dropped.
I do. No. Not true.
It was.
Gargoyle Sentinel. 3/3 for 3. It's got Defender. If you pay 3 mana, it can attack.
Yep.
It loses Defender and gains Flying. So essentially it just animates, which is pretty sweet. I like the flavor.
Yep. I love the flavor. Grind Lock coming back, though, is pretty cool. Or Grind Clock, so.
This card sucks.
Listen, for us people that like to run mill, it's a fun card.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't do that. On and Play Mail. It's a reprint from M14. It was pretty good in that set.
Not a bad card, because if you only have him out as a creature, he's a creature.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
The ability is just free, so
yep.
He's a pretty good man. He's a 4/4 for 4, and if you've got another creature, you just go up into that. And then, that guy gets +4/+4, so pretty sweet. Hot soup.
Yep, it was another one of those design cards.
Is this Magic the Gathering or some other game that?
Yeah, I know. But it's a one costing. Can't be blocked whenever the equipped creature is dealt damage. Destroy it.
I think the flavor's hilarious.
The flavor's absolutely hilarious, but I think
tries like soup all over himself.
I love how it can't be blocked, but if it's dealt damage.
Yeah.
So it's like all right, well, I'm never gonna block with this creature, so you're gonna have to burn it. So.
Yeah, at that point they're still using a card to burn it, so it's not even like you get blown out. It's fine. I'll probably play it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, same here.
Just so I can say hot soup and then pass the turn.
I cast hot soup.
Yeah.
All right,
so,
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
4-drop, tax each turn if able, and can't be blocked by walls.
It's a 5/3 for 4, which is pretty good, and taxes each turn if able.
Yep.
It's not that big of a downside. Let's be honest here. It's not that big.
No.
So I think this card's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'll play. Yeah.
Yep. Completely cool. What do we got next?
Meteorite.
Yep.
The artwork is so funny.
Yep. One giant meteorite in the middle of some town.
Yeah, and then just some dude's leg sticking out.
Yep.
But so for 5 mana you get to shock. You just get to cast shock, and then you get this artifact that leaves behind, and you can tap it to add mana. It's just hilarious.
Yep. I mean,
I
it's not the worst. I'm going to be
funny.
playing it in Commander, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, in Commander, you think it's good enough?
Well, I'll play it just because I could deal someone 2 damage and then get... Because remember, I play these 5-color decks that have lots of planeswalkers and stuff, so...
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Let's just get through this.
All right, Obelisk of Erd. A lot of people have talked about this card. It seems pretty good. It enters the battlefield. You choose a creature type, and that creatures you control of that chosen type get 2/2. So if you draw a ton, say you draft a lot of goblins, and this is like your 3rd pack, you're taking this card.
Oh yeah, if you draft enough goblins, there's like 5 in the set.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's good enough for limited. You need to have such a synergistic deck.
It's more synergistic.
If you get it. What's that?
It's more synergistic. It's built for standard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if you get the sweet deck and limited for it, awesome. Yeah. If you don't, just don't bother. You can just draft it and put it in your trade monitor. That's fine. It's not even worth that much.
Yep.
I'm just gonna Ornithopter's shit. Let's not talk about it.
All right, moving on. Perilous Vault. 5 exile Perilous Vault, exile all non-land permanents. It's a board clear. Yeah, in limited, it's actually not a bad board clear for 5.
No, I think it's even could be played in constructed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At instant speed, that's really relevant. Yeah, this card's good. I would definitely hold on to any copies that you get.
Yep.
I think it's actually one of the ones that could go up. So it's pretty good. In limited, I think it's certainly playable. Yeah.
Are we happy to see Revoker back? I'm happy to see Revoker back because it can target mana sources, so you can say...
It's just not fun.
What?
Look, okay, so Revoker doesn't actually need a reprint because it's not expensive right now, and it's a card that, like, actively hates on fun.
Yep.
It's a nice Planeswalker. I'm going to use my 2 mana answer for it.
Or, oh, you want to start mana ramping? Nope, here you go.
Yeah, or, like, carriers suck now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fun. Why do you want that?
Because I loved playing Revoker back in the day, so back off.
Fair enough. The Chord of Calling deck that I want to build for Standard has Revoker in it.
Yep.
because it's a sick tutor card.
Yup.
Anyway, I think in limited this card's pretty good. It deals with, well, obviously any planeswalker that your opponent
It deals
controls.
with the souls.
Yeah, it just deals with anything that
Yep.
has an activated ability,
Yep.
and it's still just a 2/1 for 2.
Yep.
It's fine. It's not amazing. It's probably a C. I don't think it's actually that crazy.
You're still gonna take it though.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Profane Memento is a 1-mana artifact. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. I don't want it.
Nope. Move on.
It's not very good.
Nope. Rogue's Gloves, 2-drop. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card.
Yeah, it's 2 to-
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, my guy is what do you call him? Ophidian. Well, not really an Ophidian. It still deals
Yep.
damage.
But yeah,
Thieving
I'm good with
Magpie.
drawing cards.
Yeah, you put this on a flyer. It's
Yep.
pretty sweet.
Yep.
You got Sacred Armory. It's a 2-mana artifact. Pay 2 mana. Target creature gets +1 +1 on return. This card's not very high impact. But
Nope.
it's probably fine. I think, like, if you have a first strike guy or something,
Yeah.
or you just want to trade up with your, like, 1/1, sure.
Yep.
Do it.
All right. Super happy here. Scuttling Doom Engine.
Sure, you can play this in limited. Yeah, I'd play this in limited.
Yeah, I play this in limited all day.
I don't want to play constructed.
But I'd play this in limited all day.
Yeah, for sure. 6 mana, 6/6 that has pseudo evasion, like it's got a form of evasion, and when it dies, it gets value.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Yep.
It's not the greatest. Don't play it in constructed, please. Shield of Avatar,
It's
1 mana equipment. If a sorcerer deal damage to a equipped creature, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of creatures you control.
Yep.
No. And maybe
Nope.
in like a white deck where you're kind of like white weenies and you have all those tokens.
Yep.
It's the same as like that Angel Convoke deck. Like I would put this in here. It is a rare, so like drafting around that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it is what it is. Soul of New Phyrexia. This is probably the best soul out of them all. They've already confirmed that. Basically
We
saying.
talked to CVM. That's what he thought. I think.
Even BBD thought this too.
Yeah, BBD thought the red one was really good too. So like, both of our recent guests have really liked this one. So I think this card's pretty good. I did like it. Obviously, it's gonna be sweet in draft. But I think there's also been a lot of people who say it's really bad. So I don't know. I mean, as far as we're talking right now, which is limited, just take it.
Yeah, just take it unlimited. It's a.
I don't even care what deck you're playing. It's colorless. Play it.
All right. So I'm just gonna skip the staffs because they've been reprinted.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Tormod's Crypt getting reprinted though.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting because there's been a lot of graveyard. BBD was pushing a graveyard deck for a while, and this can also affect, say someone playing Control, and if they don't have their Elixir out, well, you just ate their graveyard.
Or you just wait until they use their Elixir and exile their graveyard in response.
Yep.
That's just stupid. Thank you. Thank you.
Tormod's Crypt, great card.
Yeah.
And it's going to be seen. It's a sideboard card. You put like 1 or 2 in your
several
sideboard,
cards constructed.
and it's enjoyable.
Yep.
So,
Don't play it limited.
no.
Tyrant's Machine is a 2-mana artifact. For 4 mana, you can tap it and tap target creature.
Yep.
These effects have been getting worse and worse, and this is just not a very good one.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it's essentially like playing a trapper, but you gotta pay 4 to tap something. Ugh.
Well, Will Forged Golem is not the worst in the world at 6. 6 drop 4/4, but he has Convoke, so you can bring him out for a little bit
Yeah.
cheaper. All right, so we're into lands.
Amazing. Honestly, so we'll just talk about all these dual lands together.
So they brought the Pain lands back.
Yeah.
That we have the red white. We have.
I can make this really quick.
Okay.
If you're in the colors of the Pain lands, play them. If you're not, don't.
Yep. Let's
Or if you
talk
wanna
about
slash,
the
go
3
ahead and use
lands that were brought back,
Yeah.
though.
Sure.
So we have Starksteel Citadel, which is the indestructible artifact land. Happy to see that back. We have a Sliver Hive land, which you can add 1 of any color to spend to your mana pool to spend this mana to cast a Sliver spell. So Commander Slivers or Slivers in Modern I've seen some people writing that slivers in Modern could be an actual thing.
Yeah, it's a land that tests for any color for
Yep.
the sliver deck. It's going to be really good.
And then
It's not good in limited.
last but not least, Urbog.
It's not last. There's Radiant Fountain.
Oh, Radiant Fountain. Sorry.
For the record, go ahead and play it. It's fine.
Yep, Radiant Fountain's fine.
Yeah, gains you life.
Gains life
So,
and
4.
yep. So Urbog is back. Urborg, sorry. The Tomb of Yawgmoth.
La
Basically,
Rumba de Yawgmoth.
yeah, basically every land is a swamp.
Yeah, so every land, it's a nightmare to play with Magic Online.
Yep.
Because all your basics you have to like click twice with, so it's
Yep.
kind of like a huge pain that they printed this. But that said, I appreciate the fact that they did reprint it. This is a modern reprint, as
Yep.
far as I can tell. Like the only thing it does right now is make what's that card? Nightveil Spectre easier to cast, and it like makes Mutavault tap for black mana. That's it.
Yep.
That's all it does in standard. So I don't think
Other
it's a
than
huge role player. Like it'll be played, but it's not like this insane thing. Like I said, I'm just gonna pick it highly because it's worth something.
Yeah. Other than that, not really much to talk about.
End of it, yeah. We kind of rushed at the end there, but whatever.
Yep. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. For you, all of you that stuck it out and watched with us. Next week we'll bring back the Versus video. We will have a special guest on Versus next week, and then we have a special guest to talk about all these cards and what we'll be seeing out of Standard, and other constructed, so Legacy, Modern, all that fun stuff. On Thursday, so please hit the follow button. Follow Brandon. His Twitter's below. And Brandon, thank you for so much for staying up with me tonight.
Yeah, man. It's only 10:47, but we've been here for a long ass time.
Yes. So this will be up on YouTube tomorrow.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching, and you all have a great night.